We fixing to make this town real smoky.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The topic of today's video is going to be defeat. Soul-crushing defeat. Once these regional finals started, it's just been bad after bad after bad after bad. And playing devil's advocate, one could say that it's just Tekken fans being upset that the players they like aren't winning and the players that maybe they don't know or players that they don't like winning. You could make that argument because I see a lot of that as well, but regardless, the format could be better. You can't deny it. But before we dive super deep into that discussion, even though this isn't Tekken, Punk also was defeated. It says, I got washed, but hopefully can make it back to try again. I don't know what game or what tournament Punk lost in, but one thing I did appreciate about this is that he's not really upset. There's a lot of people who acts like defeat isn't supposed to happen, not to them or not to a player that they like. Sometimes defeat is a necessary key to a person rising up. On the Korea side of things, we'll talk about the EU and Super Akouma in just a second. On the Korea side of things, one of the biggest mysteries to me when I was doing research for this video is what happened to Knee. I seen a tweet here from Inconsiderate Raccoon. If Knee has to go to LCQ, you know you messed up. I was trying to figure out what this actually means. I was trying to figure out what event did Knee 1 lose or 2 missed, and I just could not figure it out. Raccoon says he has to go into LCQ, so that will be Knee's final chance to make it to the Tekken World Tour Finals in Amsterdam. Another player who's going to have to face the LCQ is Super Akouma. When Super Akouma lost, a lot of people was upset. Super Akouma is a very talented player, and Super Akouma 2 has also been one of the players who's been traveling everywhere. It would be hard for me to think of a tournament that Super Akouma was not at. Super Akouma has been traveling everywhere, putting on the show, putting on a great battle, and in the moment of truth, in regional finals, Super Akouma was defeated.
Super Akouma, 2 rounds on the board for TBB.
Gonna get a punish,
2-0.
but does have the balance. Is very dangerous. He's back against.
He did it! He did it! He got it! Super Akouma, 2-0. Daniel Mano is on the stage right now. He is taking it. Super Akouma is distraught. I think that must secure Daniel Mano. Super Akouma, the tears are shedding right now.
In a tweet right before the tournament started, Super Akouma says, if we don't make it through, there will be riots. And he was not lying. Akuma's first defeat was to Damobil Maimum. I don't know, that's a crazy name.
The young German can do no wrong here in his first offline experience.
Wow.
What is happening?
Internet. Tekken 7 is too hard. When Tekken 7 was released in arcades, this dude was 10 years old and he just beat Ultron.
No.
Oh, come on, bro.
What's happening here, Steve?
And in Winners Corner Final, they defeat Akouma 2-1, sending Akouma to the losers bracket round 5. In losers round 5, Super Akouma was defeated once again by Rokang. I don't know who this person is, probably another online warrior. The video of this defeat by Super Akouma is so heartbreaking. And I get why a lot of people are upset. Like Super Akouma, he's been traveling the most. But at the same time too, something that I think about too is, yes, the format sucks, and yes, the format, it could have been better, but at the end of the day, I think this is a competition, right? However the format is, you're still supposed to bring your A game. People are saying like, oh, you mess up one time and you lose your whole entire whatever. And I get that. I get that sentiment of like, you mess up, you have one bad day and you're out. But I think that's what is supposed to define the best. It's no bad day. Not to sound like I'm contradicting myself, I want to clearly say why I think it's a bad format. It's not a bad format because one bad day. It's a bad format because online tournaments should, one, if they are going to be involved, they should not equal the same amount of points as offline. There's no way you can have so many people competing in offline events and they still barely have the same amount as people in offline. I think offline and online, that is where the root of the problem is. Honestly, and this may be a hot take, but the regional finals aspect It's okay. It's okay if competitors have to get through the regional finals to get to the championship, because in a lot of sports, that is how it goes. If you watch football, if you watch basketball, if you watch soccer, you have to beat the champion of your region. And once you're the champion of your region, you then go to the Super Bowl or the finals or whatever. Tekken's kind of doing the same thing, but the only problem is that online is playing too much of a role in the whole.
Down back through. Down jab.
That's gonna do chunks.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Damn. He's out. He does not qualify for the Tekken World Tour.
Big damage.
Woo!
While standing forward, looking for the standing up.
Mate, get up, come on. Come on, Doug!
What are you doing?
Oh no!
It's his control. I
Oh,
think he's having an
no!
issue with his controller.
Big drama right now, ladies and lads. Huge drama at the moment. Okay.
Back to pressure. Power crush again.
Oh, he sees that dog. He checked that dog right
Power
there.
crush again.
All the way back to the wall. Oh no, doesn't get the respawn.
Power crush again.
Oh, he gets the flow.
The top 8 for this tournament is Ulsan. This is their first like real appearance back, and they literally landslide the competition #1. Cuddlecore, huge victory. #2, Cuddlecore. Honestly, Cuddlecore might carry all of America in this finals. I don't know where Anakin is, and I don't know where all the others. Jimmy J, Lil Majin, all of them. But Cuddlecore is carrying so hard. And honestly, it's kind of cool because Little Majin had his year, Anakin had his year. Maybe this is the year for Cuddlecore. A tweet from Ulsan responding to him being crowned champion says, "Champ." He simply says, "Champ." Arslan Ash responds and says, "Best Kazumi in the world." And when I seen this, it was just so interesting because Kazumi is kind of, I don't want to say it's what put Arslan on the map, because I'm pretty sure like if Arslan Ash chose a different character at that time when he first was showing up, he still would have put on a very, very good performance, right? But the fact that this is the character that really kicked off the whole tournament scene in a way, for it kind of to be wrapping back to that character at the end of a lifespan, it's kind of like poetic in a sense. Once a character gets nerfed, everyone abandons her. So it's cool to see someone pick a character that everyone has given up on and then make that character, turn that character into something once more. That's another reason why I really don't like buffing and nerfing, is because once a character gets buffed, everyone goes to it. Once that character gets nerfed, everyone leaves. And then you have the people who are the real mains of that character, the real Fang mains, Kazumi mains, Dragunov mains. Those are the ones who are left picking up the pieces, and they're dealing with this over nerfed character now. And I just disagree with how the developers been reacting to the tournament victories and losses, and maybe that's something we can tweak in Tekken 8. Looking at some responses to Super Akouma losing. Spaghetti Rip, who's the biggest fan of EU, says, "Absolute heartbreaker." Under, someone says, "One bad day and all your hard work for a year goes to waste. I hope this is the last time they are adapting this format. The man with the most points will not even play in the Tekken World Tour Finals. What a shame." Another one here, someone is relishing in the defeat of Super Akouma. They say, "Germany is greater than France." I just got done watching All Quiet on the Western Front on Netflix, so this is bringing back a lot of World 1 vibes, but I'm just gonna keep moving. The continuous close-up shot on Super Akouma after the loss were completely unnecessary. The guy is clearly upset. Leave him alone. Me losing the Tekken World Tour in an online regional finals was one thing, but after missing the first round robin at UFA and watching it back and seeing ultimately what happened to Super Akouma, not gonna lie, seeing him that way made me a little angry inside. This format destroys, man. I really do get that the format sucks, but I don't know. Like, I get Akouma is like a fan favorite, but at a certain point, you're almost taking away the victory from the person who won, right? Dom Bill, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but that person, they won fair and square. They beat Super Akouma. You know, not that many people on this planet can do that. Super Akouma is a god with not only Super Akouma, but at Tekken. And defeating him online, offline, you know, whatever, is something that a lot of people can't do. So it does. So that kind of aspect of, oh, Super Akouma lost and oh my god, this format sucks, like that isn't really fair to the winners as well. All I can really say is I really hope that the Tekken devs, Harada, Michael Murray, they are watching this, they are seeing the reaction, and maybe next time around, you know, maybe Tekken World Tour 2023, they won't do this. They won't do this regional finals that is knocking out so many people. Kane Trench, Chikarin, Pena, Super Akouma, possibly Knee, I guess. So many people has fallen. Players that we watched this whole year aren't going to be in the finals. It's like at this point the finals is going to be made up of only people who play online. Think of that. The finals, the Tekken World Tour finals, is going to be made up of mostly people who play online. We're really going to have to see how this Pakistan final plays out, and we're going to have to see if Arslan, all the Pakistan players, what happens there. But man, I don't know. It really is turning out to be something that I would never have predicted. The final tweet that I'll read: stop crying about online and get the grind up. Everyone who has been practicing online for the last years are now killing it. No excuses in practice. I can relate to all of these. I can relate to the people who's upset the Super Akouma loss. I can relate to the people who are upset about the format. I can relate to the people who are saying, you know, there is no excuses. There is no, oh, he had a bad day. There is no none of that. I can relate to all of it because at the end of the day, it's all about the competition. And this is why we have tournaments to decide who is the best. You know, you can win Evo, but then once the finals come around, you lose. You can win both Evos, and in the finals, you don't even make top 8, just like Arslan Ash. But no one was complaining then. Everyone was celebrating, you know. Sometimes the community leans too far on their biases and less on competition and fairness, right? So that's it. That's it for this video. I just want to talk about these things. I could go on and on and on and just try to decipher it all, but at the end of the day, I'm just a spectator. You know, I'm just a voice speaking into a microphone, right? So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
With second place, but the young Korean does it. He is back in the Tekken competitive field. What